People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source, your source for dancehall and our entertainment and news. Now people, the other day on my next channel, through Jamaica Buzz, I spoke about a video that I got, and in this video, a man was basically blazing up some fire upon the pawpaw. He was basically saying that they are out to get him. However, he is not going to allow them to get him. So people, just for clarity, I am going to let you take a look at this video, and then I am going to give my piece.
Wicked them plans against I and I. All the wicked shall burn in the pit of hell. Go down in deep pits. All the one them tongues them sharpening. All the one them be like arrows. Burn them. Rastafari, King Selassie.
Fire burn!
All the Babylon them want plan things in I and I the way this morning. You shall curse them, you know. All across the Jeep and burn down the station. Rastafari, King Selassie.
Oh, I think him play.
Now people, like I said, I spoke about this video before, and this man was basically burning out Babylon, meaning the pawpaw. However people, when I did that story, I did not get the backstory or the full details. However, these are the details right now. The name of that person, government name, Nakakta Leslie, Artiste-FROLIQUE. He is said to be a dancehall artist / gangster badman. He is from Trenchtown. Moments after that video was released on social media, Mr. Frolique, Nakakta Leslie, he lost his life. This incident was said to have occurred in Trenchtown, like I said before. Now people, if you know anything about Trenchtown, Trenchtown is plagued with gangs, at least 5 known gangs, and they've been terrorizing the neighborhood for years, decades. However, of lately, with the posting of the pawpaw, things kind of quiet down. We see the trust or that bond, that bridge between the residents and the pawpaw, it was basically being built. However, when this man lost his life, the residents are saying that the bond, it is beyond repair. It was basically broken. Now people, here are the details. And I am going to give you both sides of the story. According to the pawpaw, it is said that Denham Town pawpaw got information that some gang member, gunmen, were in the location of 5th Street. When they went to this location, it is said that the people start blaze upon them, specifically Mr. Frolique, and then they responded, you know the script. After the smoke clear, he was out. Now taken to the place of recovery, he was out for good. Destination, Dovecot. Based on the pawpaw's account, they took a 9mm off him, and also 5 9mm rounds was in the tool, not counting the spent shell that they allege that he dispensed. Based on the accounts of the residents, and mostly females, they said that Mr. Frolique, which is his stage name, I guess, as a dancehall artist, he was coming from a studio. He was doing music. Then he left the studio, was in a yard. When he was in the yard, they noticed that them say a whole bunch, a barrage of pawpaw, as them call it, enter the yard. So therefore, the people them start walk up behind the pawpaw and ask them, wagwan, wagwan. However, whenever the pawpaw them come on certain operation eradication or acid, them usually don't like to be seen. So therefore, them run off the people based on what the people are saying. It is said that they summons the youths and the youths say, alright, I am not wanted. I am not a crime producer anymore. So therefore, me I come out and me I go talk. The people them say as soon as them start to walk off, them hear all sorts of pie sound. When them look, the man flat out, all sorts of red run out time. So therefore, people, we see the conflicting story as it pertains to residents, polar opposite to what the Popo are saying. However, people, here is the twist and turn. Based on what the Popo is saying, they got information that there was gunman. When they went to the area, don't know if the gunman them take for themselves, leaving Mr. Nakakta Leslie O.C. Frolique by himself to deal with whatever rat was coming. Was not there. However, this is the twist and turn. Mr. Frolique had 10 more run-ins with the Popo law enforcement. He was locked up at least 17 times that he confessed to. So therefore, it might have been more. Don't know. The thing is that, based on the information, when he made his post on social media, he should have learned, like I said in my previous video. Learn from the past mistakes of others before him. Whenever you make any sorts of posts on social media, and you burn out the system, whether it is Wholeness and people, you have the right to say whatever you want to say as long as it is not a threat. You're not threatening anybody's life. You can speak in general. However, it seems as if this man's post that he made, whether it was on social media or somebody sent it to the Popo and give it to them by transfer on the internet, WhatsApp, whatever the case is, the Popo obviously got that information. The Popo obviously took that information serious. The Popo obviously responded. So the question we have to ask is, did Mr. Frolique set up himself by making this post? Now people like me say, if you just chant them down or burn them out, there is nothing wrong with that. However, whenever your criminal record, your history, your resume is not so clean, you might want to be careful. It is going to be taken more seriously than the average man, the average Joe, the average Jane. So therefore, we have to ask the question, did somebody, an ex-artist, somebody at the studio, call the Popo and say, you know, so this man they out, this man I do things, this man I talk about him, I go burn out the Popo, whatever the case is, and call the Popo, gave them his location, GPS, Google map him, and the Popo went, and the Popo claimed that they found a tool, claimed that it was some sort of shootout, and they responded, wheel and pop off, defended themselves. You know the cliche script. Whether it happened, I cannot say. I was not there. So people, I say this to say that Trenchtown and the Popo, them live like puss and dog for decades. However, in the last 2 years or so, there was a bridge, there was a bond that was building. However, that bridge or that bond, it is obviously broken. Is it beyond repair? That is yet to be determined. However, whenever the Popo they are functioning in any sort of place, for it to be successful, they are going to need the assistance of the residents. They are going to need to coordinate their efforts to make sure that place is better and people. With this incident, obviously we see there is some sort of discrepancy. There is some sort of conflicting, contradicting story. Now people, based on what the Popo is saying, the Popo is saying that residents in the area are forced to give opposite accounts to what actually took place, based on what the Popo is saying, the Popo, the top Popo in the era is saying that that is the truth and that is the fact. And they also got information that persons are paid, persons are coerced, persons are forced to give statement and say the Popo take with the man in a cold blood, when they know without a shadow of a doubt that this man pull out a tool, some other gunmen were around, them take with themselves and leave him by himself. And people, when I say the residents, I am speaking mostly females. So what we find is something very disturbing in Jamaica, that it seems as if these females mostly are always guarding, shielding, taking up, defending all of these criminal elements, meaning robbers, meaning thief, meaning gunman, meaning dancehall artist / gunman. People like them say, there's always two sides to the story. Which is the right side, which is the incorrect side, which is the lie, which is the truth, I don't know. However, people, it has become very disturbing when we see, say, every time somebody loses their life in all of these garrisons, what the Popo is saying is always night, and what the residents are saying is always day. There is never any sort of grey area. It is either white or black, point blank and period.